Hi, my name is Renee Hemrick, and today I'd like to talk to you about my philosophy of education. Education is deliberate, purposeful learning. Education can be one of the greatest areas of influence in the world today, and that's one reason why I chose to be a teacher. I teach out of a heart of love for Christ and the children he created. Genesis 1:27 states, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them." This philosophy establishes the principle that all people were created in the image of God and are viewed by him to have significant value. The purpose of education is the development of these significant individuals cognitively, socially, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Christ's example in Luke 2:52 serves as a model of human development. It says, "And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man." It is the educator's role, my role, to successfully cultivate my students to achieve their fullest potential. The goal of an educator is to produce lifelong learners that are assets to their community. It's my desire for my students that they will not just survive in society, but they will thrive. But in order for this to happen, education is a collaborative effort among a community of learners. By working together on shared common goals and values, we can achieve the greatest outcomes for our students. I believe that it requires effective communication and a respect for all involved. I've been given a particular love and desire to work with students with learning differences. Teaching students foundational concepts has been my passion since I began teaching first grade after receiving my bachelor's in elementary education. I've found that students with learning disabilities often need these same foundational concepts, as well as social and life skills. It's my desire to support students in behavioral and social development. These skills are just as vital to their success in the real world as productive citizens. I believe that each learner is unique, and I strive to accommodate them by understanding their individual needs and their learning preferences. I believe that students learn when they are cognitively interactive. I vary my teaching methods and strategies so that I can have maximum student participation. I strive to motivate learning through different avenues of instruction. I believe in classroom management. I believe structure and discipline should be given in an unbiased manner for the good of all students. As I imitate Christ, I will accurately model compassion and forgiveness. I believe in assessments, and I'll determine if my students have obtained knowledge through these assessments, if they understand and reproduce and use the knowledge that they have obtained. I believe in providing positive reinforcement. As a Christian teacher, the Lord impacts all of my decisions, seeking to follow God's will for my life. I teach truth through a biblical worldview. I realize that mankind has fallen in sin. But just as Christ has extended grace and forgiveness, I too should extend that same grace and forgiveness to my students. I will pursue to impart a love for learning and desire to find answers to life's questions. As a Christian special education teacher, I will passionately defend my students' rights and prepare them for the future. I am ultimately desirous that my students will see Christ in me and become followers of him. Thank you so much.